Hello. Just a couple more breaths and then I'll change the soundtrack. I could listen to that for a lot longer. This feels good just to be present and just breathe. But let's do change to this. There we go. There we go. That's more like it. Releasing tension from the body. Maybe a neck stretch from side to side, slow and gentle, just opening up and releasing the jaw a little bit. Letting the breath slow down. Perhaps get a wee bit deeper. The shoulders, if we let the shoulders come down away from the ears and then bring them to the back a little bit, we can actually I can sense, I can feel. I love noticing. So the whole idea is for us to notice little sensations. Some of these things are very subtle, and I just love this whole subtle field of there's so many things to notice that are subtle. And I just think that's where it's at. So just in noticing a subtle shift in space, feeling just, even if it's just a little bit more space, by bringing those shoulders back, get a little bit more space and allow that breath to come in a little bit deeper there. Excuse me, where that space is. And just let everything soften, the breath soften, the body soften, the mind soften. Just let it all soften and come on in. How are you today? Welcome to Zenful Conversations. We are here in this community every single day. We are in year 6 of these daily conversations. And if you're new, welcome. Thank you. Thank you. It's been a nice run. It's been a nice run. It's been so interesting learning everything we've learned. This year, we're having a conversation about being present for our own lives, which I believe is absolutely fascinating. And I love where the practice is leading me. I'm enjoying each day of it, and nice. The Book of Awakening is the book we're following. You don't need to buy the book. It's a great book to have, though, if you want to have it in your wisdom library. The Book of Awakening by Mark Nepo. The Book of Awakening by Mark Nepo. It's a New York Times best-selling book, and this book is not a new book. This book's original print, let me see here, I believe was in 2011 was the first. Nope, originally published in the year 2000. In the year 2000, this book's been around since the year 2000. So I love that. It's still a wildly popular book. And when anybody finds out that I've been reading it this year, they're like, well, let me just say something. That book saved my life in 27, whenever. I've heard that a few times, and I'm enjoying it myself. New York Times best-selling book described as having the life you want by being present, by being present to the life you have. So the message we are offered today, this day number 2065, day number 2065 is titled Facing Sacred Moments. Facing sacred moments. Facing sacred moments. There's a quote here to start us off, offered to us by Abraham Heschel, and it says, the higher goal of spiritual living is not to amass a wealth of information, but to face sacred moments. Sacred moments. Maybe it's part of being American, this want to build on things instead of facing them. After all, our ancestors believed that their manifest destiny to keep moving on until they ran out of land. But now that there's nowhere left to go, a different sense of exploration that has waited centuries is calling. Instead of building a road to somewhere other than where we are, the life of the Spirit requires us to open doors that wait before us and within us. So let me just back up. Maybe it's part of being American, this want to build on things instead of facing them. After all, our ancestors believed it their manifest destiny to keep moving on until they ran out of land. But now that there's nowhere left to go, a different sense of exploration is calling. Instead of building a road to somewhere other than where we are, the life of the Spirit requires us to open doors that wait before us and within us. This is what Abraham Heschel calls facing sacred moments, the opening of doors into the life we already have. The opening of doors into the life we already have. The effort to build our way elsewhere can be admirable and even heroic, but it often distracts us from inhabiting the life we are given. Certainly, there is nothing wrong with bettering our outer circumstances, but these constructions mean nothing if we never face the very pulse of life that waits like a kind of mother at the edge of our exhaustion. A meditative exercise that we're offered today asks us to sit quietly and bring to mind a sacred moment you have known. Breathe your way back to it And as you inhale, face it, face it, and let its light warm you from within. As you exhale, face your life today and let what is sacred find you. Facing sacred moments, the opening of doors into the life we already have. Incredible. Thanks so much for sharing in these messages. We'll see you tomorrow. Please visit zenfulconversations.com, sign up for get on my mailing list, and I'll be presenting some workshops probably October in gratitude via Zoom for women. Namaste. See you tomorrow. Namaste.